Welcome to Southside News Today. It's Tuesday, March 2nd. I'm Chuck Bipperman reporting. Southside News Today is brought to you by Strength Runner Dave Gluharith, the Danville Area Humane Society, and by Guns, Gear, and Ammo on Route 58 Cascade. The former JCPenney's at Danville Mall will be converted into a permanent COVID vaccination site for the next several months. Danville City Manager Ken Larkin told City Council tonight that they did all the legal footwork, dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's in less than 1 week.
I had a meeting with the owners of the mall a couple weeks ago, and they graciously offered the former JCPenney site to serve as a permanent, semi-permanent location to have vaccines within our community, to serve not only Danville but really the surrounding area as well, for mass vaccinations for really through the end of the summer, maybe even after that if necessary.
City's been partnering with the local health district, Averett University, Danville Community College, and others to hold 5 large vaccination clinics at various spots. As a result, local vaccination numbers have been solid, among the state's best. Larkin says they'll now be even better.
They are offering it to us at no cost, except that we won't cost them anything. So that means that we'll cover the utilities. If there is an issue related to the elevator or something, the escalator, we'll take care of that, those kinds of things. But essentially, we're going to have the use of that building for several months to serve as a vaccination site.
Now, in the future, those who got their first doses at one of the old vaccination clinics can go to the retrofitted Penny store for their second follow-up shot.
This is just the beginning. The hope is to eventually ramp up the site so that it's done on almost an everyday basis, thousands of vaccines every day until we get our entire community up to herd immunity.
Keep in mind there are still restrictions in Virginia on who is eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. Well, new COVID cases, meantime, are nearly vanishing in Danville and Pittsylvania County, but the State Department of Health is reporting more local deaths. 4 more residents, 3 in the city, 1 in the county, have now died from coronavirus, all of them age 80 or older. That brings the local death toll to 173. Now, the daily dashboard report shows only 2 new cases in the last 24 hours in Danville, only 4 in Pittsylvania County. The 7-day new case rate in both areas is at the lowest point it's been in months. On the flip side, the local positive test rate remains stubbornly high. It's now 12.9%. State average is 6.7. Meantime, the Virginia Department of Health's website reports a dozen cases of COVID-19 at Southern Virginia Mental Health Institute. It's the 3rd outbreak at that facility since the pandemic began. A 7-month-long drug investigation by Danville Police and Caswell County Sheriff's investigators led to 10 arrests today, seizure of guns and illegal drugs. Operation Justice Without Borders was a response to a spike of opioid-related overdoses last spring. Detectives charged people suspected of dealing heroin, fentanyl, and methamphetamine across state lines. 10 suspects are facing a total of 72 charges. Authorities say they conducted 46 controlled drug purchases, recovering nearly 4,000 grams of the drugs, with an estimated street value of $126,000. They also seized 7 guns. Local agencies got support from Virginia State Police and the DEA. Well, Danville City Council tonight signed off on the latest effort to try to reduce peak power demand for DP&L customers. DeLorean Power wants to build a 10.6 megawatt battery energy storage project on Monument Street. Company spokesman Mike Herbert told Council tonight that this would be the first energy storage system on the DP&L grid.
Here on behalf of my company, we've been developing this project in collaboration with Jason Gray, Danville Utilities. It's going to be used to dispatch the battery during peak events, kind of saving the city a lot of money during the...
Estimates suggest Danville would save $1.2 million in transmission and capacity cost in the first year of the agreement. Over the 20-year span, about $48 million. Council tonight gave a green light to the latest residential project in the River District. Garrett Shiflett will get a special use permit to convert a former Davis warehouse on Craighead Street into an apartment complex. 88 2- and 3-bedroom units. 68,000 square feet of living space will include 1,100 square feet of commercial space directly across from the community market. Shiflett's already developed the Continental nearby. Councilman Madison Whittle is, though, worried about potential parking problems along Craighead.
Don't know what we're going to do with the parking problems that we have if we're shifting these. If we're shifting these around a little bit. And I know we have a parking issue downtown.
But city planning officials say that should not be an issue.
It will generate approximately twice the parking as without the waiver. That said, with our recently completed parking study of that area, shows a substantial surplus.
Council approved the permit unanimously. Caesars Entertainment has picked an architect for the $400 million casino they're building in Danville. Register B reporting that Las Vegas-based Marnell Corp companies will have the honors. They've designed iconic casinos like the Bellagio, the Park MGM, the Wynn in Las Vegas, and dozens of others. The casino on the former Dan River Mills property in Schoolfield will include multiple restaurants and bars, a hotel with 300 four-star guest rooms, a 2,500-seat live entertainment venue, along with 75 gaming tables and 2,000 slot machines. Well, some interesting findings in the latest Virginia voter poll from Roanoke College. It polled nearly 600 state residents last month. Half of them think President Trump's actions surrounding the January 6 violence were grounds for impeachment. A third think they were improper, not impeachable. 13% say Trump did nothing wrong. Regarding the November elections, most Virginians think vote counting across the country was very accurate or mostly accurate. However, 27% say it was not accurate at all. Presidentially, 47% of Virginians approve of the way Joe Biden is doing his job. 30% disapprove. Former President Trump got a 59% disapproval rating. Now, in Virginia, job approval for Governor Ralph Northam sits at 49%, 33% disapproval. That's slightly worse than a similar poll in November. Let's switch now to the bright side of life, the positive side. With tonight's Live Positive, here's Dr. Joey Fawcett.
I'm Dr. Joey Fawcett, coaching you to live positive today. My grandfather was a hard-working farmer. From a young age, he worked on his parents' farm, the farm that he later bought and expanded. As a young married man, he made a living tilling the soil, not with today's tractors, but with a 2-mule team and a bottom plow. His hands held steady down the rows, and then he lifted that heavy bottom plow and he turned the mules at the end and came back up. My mom gave me something that belonged to my grandfather. She gave me 2 of those bottom plows. I live on a little farm, and she thought I might like to have them around just to display. But you know the best part of these 2 plows for me? Putting my hands on the handles and knowing that's where he put his hands. You see, he's dead now, but he's still with me through those memories every time I touch the plow handles, and we made some awesome memories. You have your awesome memories. You have things to touch that bring those memories back to mind, stories that you tell other people. The legacy of your loved ones are in those memories and in those stories you tell. So as you live positive, tell those stories. They help you make a life, a good life, worth living. Coaching you to live positive today, I'm Dr. Joey Fawcett.
Thanks, Dr. Joey. Your forecast calling for clear skies tonight. Lows down to 31 degrees. Tomorrow's going to be sunny and a bit warmer. Highs up to 61. And that's a look at Southside News Today. I'm Chuck Vipperman. It's been brought to you by the Danville Area Humane Society, Guns, Gear, and Ammo, and by Strength Runner Dave Gluharith. I'm Chuck Vipperman. Have a great day, everyone.